Because Cyclops, Magneto, Professor X all appear in the Doomsday trailer, I recently rewatched X-Men, X-Men 2, The Wolverine, First Class, Days of Future Past, and Logan. After watching them back to back, I think it's very possible that Doomsday is set after Days of Future Past, but before Logan. Here's why. At the end of Days of Future Past, we see a restored timeline. The future has been fixed, and standing in that final scene are the original X-Men actors. Cyclops is alive again with James Marsden portraying him, Patrick Stewart as Professor X, Kelsey Grammer as Beast, and we also see the same Beast again in the Marvel's end credit scene. This is the same older cast playing the same versions of these characters in a future that now exists. And most importantly, Jean is also alive in a relationship with Cyclops. Now look at Doomsday. 2 of the 4 trailers feature a child being cared for and fear of losing them. Now Dr. Doom has shown interest in some of these young heroes like in Fantastic Four, so this next part could be a stretch, but it could be that Cyclops is raging at the kidnapping or loss of his child with Jean. They do have children in the comics, and we see one of them in Deadpool. And that's where Logan comes in. Logan never clearly explains what happened to the rest of the X-Men. We know something went wrong, we know mutants are nearly extinct, but the event that caused it is left intentionally vague. We are left to assume that Professor X had something to do with it. There's a massive gap between Days of Future Past and Logan. So Doomsday could take place inside that gap, showing us what happened after the timeline was fixed, or it could actively change the future again, reshaping events in a way that leads toward or away from the world we see in Logan. So my theory is simple. Doomsday, it could be the missing chapter in between both of Days of Future Past and Logan. The story that either explains how a hopeful future collapsed or shows us the moment it changed forever in erasing Logan's future. I could also be completely wrong and Doom just completely obliterates every X-Men, but let me know in the comments what you guys think of my analysis here. Is this a new X-Men timeline or the same as Days of Future Past, or am I just coping and hoping that I get to see this timeline in Doomsday?